Good evening. Could I please get a microphone check in the chat? Let me know if you can hear my voice. Check, check, check. Microphone check. Put this thing on. Hello, hello. Is my microphone working? Interesting. Loud and clear. Okay, there we go. Thank you, Lillian. I appreciate it. Lovely to see you here again. Date Master, thank you. Molian, Westside Ian, in a while. Nice to see you guys here. Thanks for tuning in. Please like the video on your way in. Let's get this live stream up on the dashboard of as many YouTube users as we can. Help me with my mission to bring all of humanity into cryptocurrency and DeFi. It's a much better alternative than debt-based fiat currency. When we get into crypto and DeFi, we use a Web3 wallet, and a Web3 wallet is a seed phrase. A seed phrase is a wallet is a seed phrase. They are synonymous. When you get your first Web3 wallet and you get that secret recovery phrase or seed phrase, you want to keep it as a hard copy. Don't store it as an electronic file on a device that could get hacked. Because if you lose your seed phrase to a hacker, you're going to also lose all of your crypto. Never give your seed phrase to anybody, no matter what they say. They will try to trick you. All sorts of bad actors out there will try to talk you into giving them your seed phrase. Never email it to anybody, obviously. And the most common scam is for you to go to a website and enter your 12 words into a website. Definitely don't fall for that one. Just keep your seed phrase to yourself. Keep it a secret. And the only time you'll need it in the future is if you're restoring your wallet on a new device. You got a new phone, a new computer. That's the one and only time you pull out your hard copy, restore your wallet on that new device, and then you're done. Store it back away, safe and secure. Thanks for joining me. It is Monday, 6:07, running a little bit late, 6:07 p.m. Eastern time on Monday. Thank you for joining me. Please like the video on your way in. I'm the DeFi guide, Brandon / the DeFi guide. I'm like a tour guide. I show people all throughout decentralized finance and cryptocurrency, all the ins and outs, all the protocols, all the Web3 wallets, all the techniques and tips. I can't ever provide any kind of advice, no financial advice, no investment advice, strictly education here. Your investment decisions are yours alone. I can provide the education, though, so that you can make a more well-educated decision when you are making your decisions. Don't hold me responsible for any of your investment choices. Just education. So the way I do that is with the live streams twice a week, Mondays at 6 p.m. Eastern, Wednesdays at 4 p.m. Eastern. If we get enough people tuning into the live event, I'm going to give away some free crypto. So everybody should be subscribed to the channel and also turn on the notifications. If you're watching the recorded version of this video later, I appreciate you. Thank you for watching the video. Make sure to like it and leave a comment down below. But turn on those notifications so you get notified each and every time I go live. If you have time, you tune in. All I ask is that people show up. And if we get enough live viewers, I've been using the number 35. If we can get 35 live people tuned in to the live stream, I will give away $20 worth of crypto. So you'll learn about crypto and DeFi and possibly win some free crypto. Can't get much better than that. So remember to subscribe, turn on those notifications, and going to talk about passive income. There's a huge amount of opportunity. There's a tremendous opportunity in DeFi to earn a very, very handsome passive income. You don't have to start. I'm going to show you how I'm going to deploy $6,000 in capital. Nobody needs to start with 6,000 or even 1,000. You could start with $100. You could start with $500. The percentages that are available, the APRs, annual percentage yield, the APRs that are available are staggering, way, way higher than what you would ever get from your traditional bank or even your traditional brokerage account or high interest CD at the bank. Nothing compares to what we can earn in DeFi. You're going to see that tonight. These APRs are not difficult to earn, and they are very, very generous. Plus, in DeFi, if you invest money in a traditional financial account like a savings account or a CD, you earn that interest at a rate of once per month at the end of the month, maybe even once a quarter, but at most you're getting an interest payment once a month. So you have an opportunity to compound that interest for earning more interest the next month. But that's still only 12 compounds per year. In DeFi, you can compound as often as you like. You can compound daily. You can compound more than once a day if it makes sense compared to the transaction fees, the gas fees that you'd have to pay. So the rates are way higher in DeFi, and there's an opportunity to compound. And we all know how powerful compounded interest can be. So, oh, you're welcome, Horo Shoable. Horo Thanks for the comment. I appreciate it. And thanks for being here. Thanks for being here for the live show. So I'm going to show, I'll share my screen and show exactly what I'm planning to do, what I'm going to actually demonstrate it for you live here on the stream. And I have a goal in mind of earning $1,000 extra a month. Like I said, I'm going to deploy about $6,000 on 2 different decentralized exchanges. I'm doing something called concentrated liquidity. And that's another thing that's happening right now. So the world is moving towards Web3, right? The world is moving away from centralized systems, especially centralized financial systems, over towards decentralized financial systems. One of the big ways in which that's happening is with cryptocurrency exchanges. So not last year, but the year before, there was a big heinous debacle with the centralized cryptocurrency exchange called FTX, right? But that was a centralized exchange. And it just so happened that the founder of that centralized exchange, Mr. Sam Bankman-Fried, he's a fraudster. He's going to prison. He's on his way. He's on his way to go to prison, hopefully for a very, very long time. So everybody that had money in that centralized exchange, they all lost. They all lost their money due to this fraud. That's why decentralized exchanges are better. And at the heart of a decentralized exchange is everyday people like you and me providing liquidity to make this exchange a reality. There's different hold on a second. Whoa. There are different platforms. I'm going to show you 2 of what I would consider the safest protocols. There's always risk in crypto. There's always risk in DeFi. But you can't get too much lower risk than Radium and especially PancakeSwap. PancakeSwap has been around since the beginning, almost. So I'm going to provide liquidity on these 2 decentralized exchanges. And in return for doing that, you're going to see the APRs that I earn. They're very, very high. And it doesn't matter if you have $100 or $1 million. Well, you probably have some slippage with $1 million in there. Anyway, it doesn't matter the amount. What matters is the percentages, the APR, the annual percentage rate that you're earning. And again, that ability to compound as often as you like. So this is a great way. This is, in my mind, this is the lowest risk way of making a passive income in DeFi. You could buy some meme token and you could turn $100 into $100,000, right? It's possible. I wouldn't say it happens every day, but it does happen frequently in DeFi. That's not how I choose to make money in DeFi. I do hold a couple of tokens that I think are going to go up 10 or 20x. But for the most part, my money, my capital is being placed in concentrated liquidity on decentralized exchanges. Again, what I'm going to show you here today. So, God, I had one other point, but anyway. All right, let's go ahead and share the screen. Now, if you want to study this, pretty much all of my content in the month of January was related to what I'm going to show you again tonight. So I made about $700 on the Radium decentralized exchange on the Solana network, and I chronicled that 4-week journey right here during my live streams in the month of January. So check that out. So let's see if I got my deposit. So I moved some money around today. I have a bunch of transactions over here on my other screen. I was doing all kinds of bridging, and oh, that reminds me, let me grab this Orbiter Finance. Where'd it go? I did some bridging today. So I'm going to utilize 2 networks today to provide this concentrated liquidity. One is going to be the Solana network, and the other is going to be ZK Sync, which I'm also doing things on ZK Sync in hopes of earning an airdrop once ZK Sync comes out with their token. So if you want to try to earn an airdrop on ZK Sync, you can watch this live stream from February 7th. All right. So we have about $3,000 in the Phantom wallet. And again, if you watch my January content, I'll show you exactly how I got money into the Phantom wallet on the Solana network and all of that, what I'm going to do on Radium. And then I had, there it is. Okay, good. So my capital showed up there. So I have about $1,977 in the Polygon version of this wallet, and I have about $1,000, a little over $1,000 on my ZK Sync. So the first thing I'm going to do, I want to put 3,000. I'm going to deploy 3,000 on ZK Sync, PancakeSwap. I'm going to deploy 3,000 on Solana, Radium. Okay. So the first order of business is to get this money here from Polygon. I utilized Polygon because I didn't have a withdrawal option on Kraken to withdraw capital to the ZK Sync network. I might have actually been able to do that. I don't know. But I just withdrew it to the Polygon network on this wallet. And now I'm going to use a bridge to move this capital from Polygon over to ZK Sync. Okay, so I'm going to use Orbiter.finance. Orbiter.finance. I will copy that and paste that into the chat. When I connected my wallet this afternoon, it didn't have a Rabby option. So I just selected the MetaMask option, and it still brought up my Rabby wallet app anyway, which is fairly typical. Sometimes they just don't have that Rabby option when you're connecting your wallet. So I connected my wallet, and I believe, yeah, I'm already currently on the Polygon network. You can see that right here, Polygon. And you can see the 1975 USDT tokens that I have. So I selected the Polygon network. That's my from network. And I selected the ZK Sync era. That is my destination network. And I already did an experiment with this and bridged over about $75. There was a fee. It was cheap. It was about $1.60. Whereas when I bridged on the main ZK Sync bridge from Ethereum to ZK Sync, that one cost me over $10. So this is quite a bit cheaper on Orbiter. And when you're bridging from Polygon as opposed to the Ethereum network, everything is cheaper, way cheaper on Polygon than it is on Ethereum. So let me unlock the ledger. And I'm going to go ahead and bridge the whole thing. Now I clicked max. I don't know why it says 173.92 as opposed to 1973.92 instead of 1975. I'm not too worried about $1. So let's do that. So it's going to withhold a 1.6 USDT fee and confirm and send. Oh, that's why it was showing less. It was already factoring in the fee. I selected the fast option for my gas fee. Super cheap on Polygon, so I am not worried about it. I mean, it's a difference between like 3 cents or 4 cents. Has this cool little graphic, little animation going over there. Since I'm sharing my screen, I don't think it'll actually pop up with the notification when this goes through. And now, by the way, I just got reminded because I have this tab opened over here. I started this concentrated liquidity journey at the very beginning of the year, January 3rd. And where did I get that money? Where did I get that original money to do that with? Right here on StableSwap. So this is a protocol where it's the same sort of thing. You're providing liquidity, but in the case of StableSwap, you are providing liquidity for a what's called an over-the-counter cryptocurrency exchange, OTC exchange. So what that means is that this is an opportunity. This is a platform for people to trade crypto for fiat or vice versa in real life. They actually have a brick and mortar store or building where people can actually come in and exchange. In this case, this is the Philippine peso for USDT or vice versa. And so with an OTC exchange, the fees are typically pretty high compared to what you might get on a decentralized exchange or a centralized exchange like Kraken or Binance. Fees are maybe on the order of 4 to 10% per swap when people are trading their pesos for USDT or vice versa. So our liquidity that's being utilized to provide liquidity for this OTC exchange, that capital gets rolled many, many times. You can see we just recently passed $1.1 million in liquidity provided, but this is a multi-million-dollar a day activity, especially in a country like Philippines. Now, they do have other affiliates in, I think, Turkey and India and a couple other countries. There's nothing in the US, not yet anyway. Regulations are too crazy in the US anyway. But your capital, our capital as liquidity providers, it gets rolled multiple times a day. It depends on the volume that particular day and whether people are swapping USDT for pesos or swapping pesos for USDT. There's also, if you live in the Philippines, this is not, again, open to the US, but if you live in the Philippines, there's an app called Gcash, and people are able to withdraw the pesos right from StableSwap right to their Gcash. In fact, I've been using this. I set up a small StableSwap account to help support a lady that lives in the Philippines. She used to take care of my dad. Long story. I send her like $100 a month, and I started using StableSwap to do that. Now, they do actually have a special. I started this on November 8th last year. So this has been up and running. It's been working flawlessly for more than 3 months. And when they first started StableSwap, they had what they called an early bird special, where you could provide liquidity. And if you locked it for the maximum period of time, which is 300 days, you earn 0.53%. So more than 0.5% per day. Now, it sounds crazy. Like, how is that interest rate? How is that APR even possible? And that, again, goes to the fact that the capital in an OTC exchange is rolled multiple times a day, and each and every swap carries that hefty fee, at least 4 or 5%. So it's not difficult to understand how you could very quickly earn that. The exchange is earning a heck of a lot more than 0.53% a day just in fees. So if you provide liquidity now, they actually have another special. So for a long time, the maximum daily rewards that you could earn was 0.35. But right now they have, I don't know how much longer this is happening, but there's a special right now going where this maximum APR for the 300-day lock, it's kind of changing around. So this morning it was 0.42. Right now it's 0.46. It might drop back down to 0.39. I don't think it'll go as high as 0.53, which is what we got with the early bird special. But if you want to check this out, of course, it's at your own risk. I can't vouch for, whether or not you're going to make money or lose money on this. So do your own research and invest at your own risk. All I know is that I provided liquidity, a pretty decent amount. I put 19,848 USDT in there. And this was previously BUSD, but then they get converted everything to USDT. So I have over $20,000 staked at the maximum length here for the 300 days. Not only do I earn that 0.53% every single day like clockwork, and you guys can see the payouts, 105.19, 961 every freaking day for the last 3+ months. Okay. Not only that, but once the 300-day time lock has elapsed, I get my money back. So it's pure profit. It's pure profit after once you get your ROI, which doesn't take long at almost 0.5% a day, 200 days, right? Then everything from there is pure profit, and you get your original capital back at the end of the lock. So I will just drop my link here in the chat if you want to check that out. Does that lock auto compound? No, it does not, Fate Master. That is just a straight up daily APR. And you can see the last time I withdrew, not in the dashboard, a few days ago. So they do the dates weird. So on February 5th. So what was that? It was exactly a week ago. I took out my $806.90 worth of USDT. You can send it to whatever address you want. You can withdraw it to the Binance Smart Chain. You can withdraw it to the Ethereum network. You can withdraw it to the Tron network. I've never used the Tron network, but anyway, you can see, even though it's only been a week, I've got $800, $810, and the withdrawal fee is only $2. So I did go ahead and post a referral link in there if you're interested in that. Also, definitely feel free to join the Telegram group. You can see the URL for the Telegram group scrolling along the bottom of the screen, t.me/team drip guide. And yeah, drop a hashtag stable swap in that chat and you will get some more information. Okay. So anyway, I started my concentrated liquidity journey over here on Solana. I started that with proceeds from stable swap. I funded it. And then a few days later, a week later, I added some more capital. Where did that come from? Stable swap, of course. And then I kept adding more capital and I earned some trading fees and I earned some Ray tokens, et cetera, et cetera. And then I stopped providing liquidity here at the end of the month. And I booked about a $700 profit on that all together. I'm wishing I had taken advantage of this double bottom right here on Solana and bought some of the token right there, but c'est la vie. What I'm going to do now is provide some liquidity on the Radium exchange. So this is radium.io. I'm going to paste the link. So yeah, I answered that, but yeah, it's just a straight up daily rewards. And then what I do is I just let it build up for a week or so, and then withdraw it because you do have to pay $2 when you withdraw it. So you want to save it up for a few days anyway. Now, what I'm going to do here is provide some liquidity on this exchange. This is the Sol USDC exchange. And like I said, I want to I want to take this $6,000. I'm going to deploy half on Solana on the Radium exchange. I'm going to deploy the other half on ZK Sync on Pancake Swap exchange. With that $6,000, I'd like to earn about $33 or $34 a day, which would be $1,000 a month. So my goal will be around 200% APR. Let's bust out the trusty calculator. So if I'm earning an APR of 200%, that's basically a factor of 2. If I divide that by 365 days in a year, it's going to be about point. So if I can get 200% APR, that's better than 0.5%. That's just like stable swap. That's better than stable swap early bird special right there. If I can get 200% APR, I'm more than happy. Because if I get that and then I multiply that times the $6,000 that I'm deploying, is that right? Okay, so that would only be a little bit less than $33 a day, and then multiply that times 30 days. Okay, close enough. So my goal is to get about 200, maybe a little bit more than 200% APR. So let's see how easy this is. Now, before I create a position, I need to kind of redeploy this capital that I have in this wallet. So I'm using the Phantom Web3 wallet app. And this, of course, again, is the Solana network. Let's start out by converting this Radium into Solana. By the way, I'll need to unlock my ledger and put it into Solana mode. Quit Solana. Okay, opened up the Solana application on my ledger. And I'm going to just sell all of this Radium, get some more Solana. So swap. Swap confirmed. Oh, by the way, did our bridge go through? Let's double check. Completed. It says it's completed. And if I look at my wallet here, I should have still roughly the same amount of capital. And yep, now it is all on ZK Sync. So that little ZK Sync era symbol right there, I've got the 2047 USDT. Okay, yeah, that's what I had bridged over. I bridged over 75 bucks and then another 1970. So that's that. I also have some USDT, so I'll need to swap for USDT to USDC. And where's my Solana? Oh, duh, I'm not on. Wrong network, Brandon. Okay, let's go back. So where was I? Radium. And we swapped our Ray tokens for Solana tokens. Now, again, I have about $3,000 of capital. That's the wrong wallet. I have about $3,000 of capital, but it's mostly USDC, right, at this point, and just a little bit of Solana. So I want to even that out. I'm not going to play any tricks or try to get cute with the range here. I'm basically just going to go plus and minus a certain equal percentage above the current price and below the current price. I don't know if this is bullish or bearish. I mean, it looks pretty bullish to me. So I might want to be a little bit towards the higher end of the range, or put my range a little bit higher than the current price. But I'm not going to get cute. Like I said, I'm just going to put 25. I'm just going to go half and half. So let's take my USDC. And we have $3,000 worth of USDC. We have 33 bucks worth of that. So let's just swap half of this. Let me double check my slippage, make sure, yeah, that's not too high. Current price is 111.3. Now, it's not important that I get, the best price here and sit here and try to day trade it or wait around for a dip or anything like that, because once I have my capital in the liquidity pool, I don't care where it goes. As long as it stays within my range, I'm going to be earning those trading fees. And on Radium, I'm also going to be earning those Ray tokens, so I can stack those up and save those up and hope for price appreciation on those as well. All right, so now we have 1,500 USDC. We've got 13.4 Solana. Let's create a position. Come on. This UI in this website can be a little bit slow. The Solana network itself can be a little bit cumbersome. Sometimes the transactions don't go through. Sometimes you'll get errors. Definitely makes me appreciate the Binance Smart Chain. That network works flawlessly in my experience. There we go, finally. So let's see if we just put max for my USDC. And if we have a wide range, plus and minus 20%, the APR is only going to be about 71%. I said only, but look at that, guys. 20% down, 20% up. So a very wide range. As long as the price stays within that range, we are earning money at a rate of 71% a year. And again, you can compound this as frequently as you like, as long as it makes sense with the gas fees. Gas fees are super cheap on Solana. Where's my gas fee? Why does it have all that? I don't need all that. My gas fee was 0.000005 SOL. I don't even want to bother doing the math on that. It's essentially free. The gas fees are essentially free on Solana. Okay, so you could compound this once a day, twice a day if you wanted to. That compounded interest is really going to be powerful. Now let's see if we tighten the range. Now we're looking at a better APR still, 152%. If we go even tighter, plus and minus 5%, now we've overshot the mark. I say overshot because my goal is really around 200% APR. 300% is great, but it's going to be easier for the price to escape this price range if I have it this narrow. So I'm just going to let's see what it's asking for here. Total deposit. That's actually pretty good. That gets about 2,800 of my $3,000. Puts that to work. I do like to leave myself a little capital on the side. So I was thinking about this earlier today. I might leave myself $300 or $400 with half of it being SOL tokens and the other half being USDC. So the idea there would be I could trade it a little bit. Like if I watch the chart and I think the price is low, if I think it's at a value, at a discount, I can use that extra USDC to buy myself some extra SOL. Vice versa, if I think, well, the price is pumping pretty high, this is a pretty high price, I want to take some profits at this high price, well, then I could sell my extra SOL tokens at that high price. So I don't mind leaving myself a little cash in the wallet. I kind of like this. I'm leaving myself about $250 of capital in my wallet. But let's increase the range to the upside. Let's give ourselves some more room to the upside. And I'm just watching the APR. Let's give ourselves some more room to the downside as well. So we're just widening the range just a little bit, minus 5.3%, plus 5.2%. And again, the wider I am with the range, the lower the APR, because this is concentrated liquidity. If you're more concentrated, you're earning a bigger portion of the associated trading fees. Why don't we open this up a bit more until we get to about 250% APR? That way we have some wiggle room there, and we should be banking a bit more than 200% APR, day after day. Go a little bit lower. Okay, that's just a little bit less than 250%. I'm going to come down a little bit on the max price. 104.15 up to 117.50, and it's almost exactly 200%. This is just an estimated APR, so it's going to fluctuate pretty frequently. But I figure I'll be averaging. I'll see now it just dropped right now. That's because of a price change, because of somebody else either provided liquidity or removed liquidity. It's right back to 250. So it's fluctuating. Wait a second. Oh, I was looking at that and got thrown off. It's 250. Are you also planning on providing liquidity on Black Cube Finance once Forex Shark releases it? That's a really good question. I probably will, because the Black Cube Finance is going to have a product called Roam, which is range optimization algorithm. And that is going to be pretty awesome for a couple of reasons. First of all, the algorithm that Forex has developed will automatically figure out the optimized range. If the volatility is kind of low, it's going to tighten that range in. If it's extra volatile, it's going to widen the range out. If it's trending up, it's going to have, it's going to do everything in an optimized way in terms of where is our concentrated liquidity, where is the price range. So that's one thing. Another thing it's going to do is it's going to automatically compound our income multiple times a day. So we get the full power of compounded interest. So I'm going to see how I can do with, sort of a DIY approach here with managing my own positions on Radium and ZK Sync. But yeah, I think once Black Cube Finance comes out, I will remove this and just let the protocol do everything for me. Which pool? Yeah, the pool that I'm going to prefer, the multiple pools that I'm going to prefer are the main gas tokens. By that, I mean Matic, BNB, Ethereum, ETH, BNB, Ethereum, Sol, right? Sol is another gas token. These tokens, these tokens are used to pay fees on the most popular networks on the planet. So Solana, Ethereum, Polygon, ZK Sync uses ETH, right? So that's what I'm going to provide liquidity for, those major tokens that are used as gas on all the main networks. I also will be holding a bunch of seats tokens, and absolutely I'm going to stake those seat tokens in the roundtable. I figure we're going to be getting about $1 a day per token in the roundtable. So I am very excited to earn that daily passive income. And it won't start out high and then shrink down like it did with V2, because the V3 income is based on external sources. So let's go ahead and provide this liquidity. I'm definitely going to have some Sol tokens left over. I'm using up all of my USDC. So putting about 2,500 bucks in there. Let's see how this goes. Oh, now, actually, shoot, I'm going to have to, can I change the settings over here? Oh, I can. Okay, great. I don't have to leave this window and do this whole thing over again. So I'm changing that to a 1% slippage. In my experience, it can be difficult to get these transactions to go through. Transaction reverted simulation. Okay, so this one's not going to work. So let me cancel. Let me close this out. So 104.15 and 117.50. 104.15 and 117.50. Okay, so the price is just updated. I think that's what that little thing means. Let's try again. 104.15 and 117.55 essentially. Let's go. Hopefully that works. Confirming. Nice. First try. Beautiful. That doesn't always happen. My experience on Radium and Solana has not always been that quick and easy. Sometimes I have to sit there for a few minutes and retry and retry and retry. So when you provide liquidity on a concentrated liquidity pool exchange like this, what happens is they mint you an NFT. The smart contract mints you an NFT. So that NFT went into my wallet, and now we are providing liquidity on Radium. So if we back out of here, hey, we have 29 viewers. Guys, let your friends and family know. Join the stream. If we can get a few more viewers, I'm going to do a giveaway. I'm going to hand out $20 worth of crypto. So let all your friends and family know join the stream, send them the link, share the link with your Discord groups, your Telegram groups, your Facebook groups. Share. Let's try to get 35 live viewers, and I will be more than happy to give away some free crypto. It's been a minute since we were able to get 30 or more viewers. So got 30 right now. Need a few more. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. So there we go. So my pools, my price is in range. My position is right about $2,500, and I'm earning about 250% APR. I have some tokens on the side. Later on, I'll go ahead and swap half of this remaining Solana for some USDC. Like I said, I like to have a little bag of Solana and a little bag of USDC. If I think the price is low, I'm going to scoop up some more Solana. If I think the price is high, I will sell off some of that Solana. So I will do that later in the interest of keeping the stream a little shorter. And let's move over to PancakeSwap. Now, PancakeSwap is one of the main decentralized exchanges. Uniswap is a bit older and more established than PancakeSwap, but PancakeSwap has been around for many years now. I definitely trust this protocol. I'm going to need to switch over to the Ethereum mode on my ledger. And you can see my first experiment and foray into this was on ETH USDC. Let's look at the chart. Everything, look at that. Bitcoin is above 50,000 right now as we speak. Beautiful, beautiful. And ETH is pumping. This is almost a little scary to be providing liquidity for ETH right here. So first of all, I need to buy some ETH at what might be a high price. And secondly, you know, if I establish my liquidity position, remember when you're providing liquidity, you're taking the opposite side of every swap. So as traders are buying ETH, my liquidity position is actually selling ETH, right? So, you know, that's where you can get into a bit of a what they call impermanent loss. In this case, I would characterize it as sort of an opportunity cost. So what I mean is, let's say I just bought all $3,000 worth of ETH and the price doubled. I would double my capital. But if I take half of my money and leave it as USDC, and then I put that half and half, USDC and ETH, in a liquidity pool, well, as the price goes up, my liquidity position is selling, selling, selling. And once it reaches the top of my price range, now I'm going to be sold out. I'm not going to have any ETH anymore. I'm going to have 100% USDC and 0% ETH. And that's actually what happened. This was only a day and a half. But I turned $997 into, I don't know, 1,060 or something like that. Because the price went up. And I also earned some trading fees, not a lot because it was only a day and a half. But then as soon as it went outside of my range to the upside, my liquidity position became 0% ETH. It had sold out of its ETH and 100% USDC. And that's what I have right now. Plus, I just sent some capital essentially from StableSwap over to my ZK Sync wallet. So where am I here? Not this, but this. Okay. So first of all, let's do some swapping. Make sure my ledger doesn't lock up. I have a little ETH, but mainly in here I have USDC. Is that right? Let's see what I have. The bridging went through, and that was USDT. And I do have some USDC, and I've got some ETH. So these are my tokens on the ZK Sync network. I earned a little cake last time I provided liquidity. I staked my NFT, earned some cake. I'm definitely going to need some more ETH. So let's take this USDT and swap it for some ETH. I need another 570 of USDT. Let's do that one first. So 570. And we're going to swap that for USDC. So again, I'm not going to try to tweak the price range to some weird off balance non-50-50 ratio. I'm just going to go for 50-50 with the min and max price roughly centered around the current price. So I have to enable the USDT token. Oh, G.I. Joe. Yeah, we were up at 33 and suddenly we dropped down to 25. So if you were watching live and I just said, if we get to 35, we're going to do an airdrop. I'm going to give away 20 bucks worth of crypto. I don't know why you would choose to drop off the live stream at that point, but apparently we lost a few viewers. Thank you. Nice to see you, sir. So we did the approval and the swap. No need to add the token to our wallet like we used to have to do with MetaMask. Rabby is super smart. It already knows what's up and it'll already recognize the USDT. Even if I didn't already have some in there, it would have recognized it automatically. Now we're going to take all of this. Yeah, we'll take all of this and swap all of this for more ETH. Where's that transaction, by the way? There's the approval. Huh. Says the transaction fee was 24 cents. That seems pretty high, but of course, what am I comparing that to? I'm comparing that to BNB chain and Solana. And this is essentially a layer 2 of Ethereum. And Ethereum gas fees are straight up ridiculous. So this is way, way lower than what we would be paying on the Ethereum network. So I guess I won't complain too much about a 24-cent gas fee. That gas fee was only 15 cents, and that was the actual swap. ZK Sync is pretty cool right now too. They do fee refunds. So a lot of your gas fees, you get part of those gas fees refunded to your wallet, and all of that happens automatically. So that is a pretty cool thing. And now we are going to trade the rest of this USDT for ETH. Slippage is 0.1. That'll be fine. Let's do all of that USDT and swap. We're back up to 30, G.I. Joe, so I appreciate you, man. That looks like it had an error, that little red icon. Hopefully it wasn't. Yeah, maybe it was. I think I might have just got an error. Let's see. Sometimes if the price moves, you know, I only had 0.1% for the slippage. That's pretty tight. So it might have failed. Yeah, it failed. Sad. I just lost 17 cents. Let's go back. Let's increase the slippage just a bit. Edit that. Should be fine with 0.5%. Not a big deal. Okay, max the USDT. We want some ETH. Let's go. Now, if you're watching this video and you're confused and I'm going too quickly and you don't understand half or any of the things that I'm doing, that is fine. This is a new and different kind of thing. So feel free to ask any questions that you want to ask right now. There's no such thing as a dumb question. And if you don't want to, you know, mention it in the chat, join the Telegram group, t.me/team drip guide. Drip like a drip of water, guide like a tour guide. t.me/team drip guide. That is a free chat room. Okay, you can load the Telegram app on your phone. You can load it on your computer or both. And you can come into that Team Drip Guide chat. I'm in there. I have several admins in there that are very skilled, very knowledgeable. We're going to help you. And you can trust, you can trust the help that you're getting in that chat group. Now, I can't say the same for the private messages you're going to receive. So as soon as you go into that chat and start asking questions, the scammers are going to start trying to scam you. They're going to be in your DMs, your direct messages. They might even try to call you on Telegram. So just be very, very, very wary of anybody trying to contact you privately in a private or direct message. Just keep your questions in the chat and look for answers from me and from my admins directly in the chat. Okay, so that swap went through. And now we should be ready to provide some liquidity. Let me just double check my wallet balances. A lot of good stable pairs lately. Even Animal Farm has a pretty nice rate at the moment for most of the stables. Yeah, there used to be a really good rate on TUSD, True USD slash BUSD, but then I think there was some trouble with TUSD, and of course BUSD. BUSD is fine on chain, but some people steer away from the BUSD because it's phased out with the different centralized exchanges. Anyway, yeah, I noticed that it was something like 90 something percent on Animal Farm. And of course, that is an excellent way to earn yourself some free dogs tokens. So we talked a little bit earlier about Black Cube Finance. The tokens for Black Cube Finance, good. Okay, $1,500 worth of ETH, $1,500 worth of USDC. We're ready. So right now we are on Animal Farm V2. And by the way, I do have a referral link in the description below if you want to show some appreciation for what I'm doing here. You can use my Animal Farm referral link and hop over there on Animal Farm. This is V2. And Black Cube Finance is going to be, they're rebranding Animal Farm over to Black Cube Finance. So Black Cube Finance, or BCF, is going to be the V3 platform. And there are huge, huge changes when it comes to V2 versus V3. That Roam product I talked about earlier, the range optimization algorithm that automatically takes care of this concentrated liquidity provision, that's going to be the main product, and it's going to be earning a ton of fees on PancakeSwap and other exchanges. So if you want in sort of a pre-sale opportunity on Black Cube Finance, you would need to buy the dogs token and the pigs token. You can buy pigs and dogs tokens, which are the tokens for Animal Farm V2. And once BCF launches, those tokens are going to be automatically converted to the Cube token and the Seat token. Those are the two tokens for Black Cube Finance. So you can buy those tokens, and trust me, I have bought a lot of pigs and a lot of dogs in preparation for this, but that's not financial advice. That's just what I'm doing. Or if you want to earn some dogs tokens for free and then earn some pigs in the dog pound for free, you can simply do some V2 yield farming, right? So any of these pairs are going to earn you, well, these two pairs right here are going to earn you pigs tokens, but the other farms are going to earn you dogs tokens at some decent APRs. I mean, it's nothing like what we just got on Radium, but 36% a year ain't too shabby. Here's USDT, BUSD, 86% APR on stablecoin. These are both stable coins. So your investment, your principal capital is not going to fluctuate in value. And in the meantime, you're earning a very attractive APR. Here's USDC, BUSD, 140% APR, and you get paid here in dogs. Once you harvest your earnings, those dogs tokens, those AFD tokens are in your wallet. And again, you're going to automatically receive the same value in the Cube token once we go live, or just prior to going live with Black Cube Finance. So this is an excellent, excellent opportunity right here. I didn't know we were so high on that. That makes 93% look like ho-hum. 140% on USDC BUSD is an amazing opportunity. Man, I did not know that was available. Thank you for that, Fate Master. That is an amazing opportunity. I don't know that will last too much longer, but this is a cool way to earn some dogs tokens. And I think the dogs token, once it converts to the Cube token, it should appreciate in price dramatically. Why is that? It's not guaranteed, but the reason the Cubes token will appreciate in price, I believe, is because a shrinking supply. So there's a mechanism built into Black Cube Finance that burns the Cube token, and there's a constant programmatic demand for the token. What that means is that 3% of all the external revenue that Rome is earning on PancakeSwap and other exchanges, which 3% doesn't sound like a lot, but when you talk about hundreds of millions of dollars of TVL, it's a lot. And so 3% of all those trading fees earned on PancakeSwap by Rome, those are used to buy the Cube token off the market. So price is a function of supply and demand, right? And what you're going to have with the Cube token is you're going to have a steady demand, maybe increasing over time as people get excited and see the price is going up. But you're going to have a steady demand for the token because the platform itself is programmatically buying the token off the market every hour of every day. And you have a shrinking supply, a pretty rapidly shrinking supply, because you have a 3% burn rate for every transfer and sell. And you have a 1% burn rate for every dollar earned on Rome, right? So, whew, pretty good recipe for price appreciation. If you ask me, nothing is guaranteed, but right there is an amazing opportunity. I'm kind of regretting, to be honest. I I wish you'd made your comment like 40 minutes ago, Fate Master, because now I'm like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have put the full 3,000 on Radium and the full 3,000 on PancakeSwap. Maybe I should put some in here. That is a great deal right there. And I don't mind holding on to USDC. I don't even mind holding on to BUSD, even though the centralized exchanges aren't going to carry it anymore. It still has a one-to-one value on decentralized exchanges, right? So if we pull up a price chart of BUSD on chain, let's see, there's 571,000. Yeah, that looks like to be about one of the biggest. Oh. uh, maybe I changed my mind about this, because it looks like it's going crazy. Maybe this is the wrong exchange. Let's look at it on a regular exchange. Let's look at it on Uniswap. Okay, that's more like it. Okay, it faded off a little bit, but you can still get 96 cents on the dollar for your BUSD. And you can see there were times where you could get $1.05 for your BUSD. Okay. So I'm not worried about BUSD on chain. I'm not worried about USDC on chain. And that is a fantastic APR, especially considering you would be earning dogs tokens, which, like I said, are going to convert into cubes. Hey, Alec Azul, Danny D in the house. Danny D is one of the co-founders for StableSwap. I was talking about StableSwap earlier on the stream. Danny, thank you so much again for this protocol. I know I've thanked you about 10 or 20 times already, but I was just showing my account here. I've earned over $10,000 in rewards off of a $21,000 stake. Just working like clockwork here. Absolutely flawless operation. I was explaining the OTC concept, how the capital gets rolled. And congrats, by the way, more than $1 million, more than 1.1 million now in liquidity provided. Everybody's capital is being rolled multiple times a day. That's why it's more than possible for this OTC exchange to pay those handsome rewards. And we noticed that you've got the fluctuating special here, and pretty dang high at the moment. I don't know if it's been higher than that here lately. I know that with the early bird special back in early November last year, I was able to get 0.53 as well as everybody else for the 300-day lock. But still, that is very, very close to 0.5% a day. Just in stable coins, you don't have to worry about the value of your tokens eroding or any of that junk. You just put some USDT in here. That's my preference. You can put USDC as well. Obviously, I prefer USDT. And you just earn rewards. It just comes in, like clockwork each and every day. You can see my rewards here flowing in. I'm gonna throw that affiliate link back in there in the chat if you want to check this out. I don't think this 0.46 is going to last for long. Danny could answer that question. We might only have another day or two left of this current promotion, but I think as a way of celebrating over $1 million in liquidity, you guys offered up this these special rates, right? And it was also having something to do with Chinese New Year. But this has been absolutely a raging success. And I've been literally paying my bills. The money I get from StableSwap, some of it I funneled into, my liquidity providing activities. But for the most part, this has been going straight into my checking account and paying my bills for more than 3 months now. So shout out to you, Danny D. And I've known Danny since the very beginning. I got into Drip on May 21st, 2021. Within a couple of months, I had met Danny. I was getting more active on my YouTube channel. Danny and I were the original gangsters for Drip Network, doing our live streams every once in a while. So I go way back with Danny. I definitely trust him and his partner, Lucky, or Eric. So this has been an absolute winner for me so far, and I have no reason to believe it's not going to keep going very, very, very successfully. And again, once you've finished your 300 days, you get all your capital back, in addition to all the rewards that you accumulated in the meantime. So very, very good opportunity there, in my opinion. This is a great opportunity. Thank you for that, Fate Master. And let's go ahead and finish this out. I want to provide this liquidity. Changes daily until the 18th. Okay, so we have a few days yet to take advantage of the opportunity. Yeah, I don't think it's been higher than 0.46. You could correct me, Danny. Every day will still be higher than standard rate, right? The standard. So normally the 300-day lock would get you 0.35% per day, which is still absolutely great. And it's less than a year that you get your capital back. So even 0.35 is nothing to shake a stick at, but 0.46 probably won't be around for too much longer. Might drop back down, might even go higher. I don't know, but definitely want to take advantage. Yep, the 0.46 is the highest so far since the early bird. Yeah, I would love to see that 0.53 rate again, man. That thing has been absolutely printing. So anyway, let me finish this out since I've already been going for an hour and 14 minutes. I've swapped everything I needed to swap. Let's go to the liquidity. Let's add some liquidity. We are going to provide ETH and USDC. Let's see what that does. I mean, that's going to be really tight. Plus and minus 1% is way, way, way too tight. And the APRs, yeah, I mean, that's nice, but I don't really need 348%. Plus, I'm too worried about that being much too tight. So So another 1% would be another 26 or so, 26, 27. So let's see what we have. Let's see if we go 2,500. Let's just go way out. Does this show us the current price? Current price 2,666. The number of the beast. 2,700. 666. Who was that? What band was that sang that song? Was it Twisted Sister? 666, the number of the beast. Was it Ozzy Osbourne? Who was that? Who sung 666? That is too wide. I need more than 139% APR. What if we go down 100 and up 100? Iron Maiden. 666. The number of the beast. You can tell when I grew up. 80s and 90s here. So if we're at 2666, let's go 2566 plus 100 minus 100. 2766. Let's see what that does for us. So that's only 190% APR, and that's a little bit low. Let's go 10 closer. 2576. 2756. That's weird. It should make my APR go higher when I go with a tighter range. Just a quick plug, anyone in the Tarlac area here in the Philippines, I will be singing on the stadium stage. All right, let's go. At the Philippines Hot Air Balloon Fiesta this weekend. Nice. I don't know where that is. That must be somewhere in your area. You're kind of close to my gosh. What's the main city of, like, the capital of the Philippines? It starts with an M. I'm an idiot. I'm just completely drawing a blank. Fly to. Oh my gosh. Anyway, congrats on that, Danny. I would come see you if I could, but that's a little bit long of a journey for me. Manila, thank you. My gosh. I don't know why. I've been to the Philippines like 4 times. I don't know why I couldn't remember that. 17 years break from the music industry and coming back for a stadium concert. Whoa, 70,000 plus people. That is no joke. Dude, is it going to be live streamed? Hit us up with probably have to send it to me on Telegram. YouTube probably won't let you post a link. If it's going to be live streamed, that would be dope. Why is this APR so crappy? Let's go closer. I mean, I'm competing with, oh, you know what? I probably need to pick my, yeah, okay. If you pay more upfront to PancakeSwap, that's what these are. So these are these fee tiers. This is the fee that you pay to PancakeSwap to place your liquidity in the system. So if you pay a higher fee up front, which is still tiny, 0.05%, it's not even a tenth of a percent. 0.05, if you choose that higher fee, the APRs are better. So now we're getting a better APR that I selected the 0.05 fee tier. And we could go even higher, but I'm not going to worry about it. 233% is what I'm going to get with this fairly wide price range. I mean, it's definitely not plus and minus 5%. It's a bit tighter than plus and minus 5%. Now it has these buttons. I'm so confused. I guess I had the wrong fee tier, so it didn't give me the right options over here. Anyway, I'm going to go with that. We're pretty much centered on the current price. The current price is 2668, excuse me, and we're about 80 lower on the min and about 80 higher on the max. So I'm going to just go with that. I'm going to put all of my USDC in there. It looks like 5.8. I don't have enough ETH. So let's drop this back. Let's leave ourselves 200 in USDC and more or less 200 bucks worth of ETH. We'll leave that in our wallet. And like I said earlier, I can have some USDC if the price goes to a place that I think is low, and I can have some ETH. So if the price goes to a place I think is high, I can sell off that ETH for some extra profit. Okay, so let me unlock the ledger here, make sure I'm in Ethereum mode. Yep, it is. And we've had almost 35 viewers. You guys have been awesome. I'm just going to go ahead and do an airdrop right after this. So let's add that in. Now with Radium, it's one shot does it all. With PancakeSwap, it's a little bit, there's one extra step that I need to do. Remember, I told you guys, whenever you add liquidity to a concentrated liquidity pool like this, the smart contract will mint an NFT that represents, that represents your liquidity position. Let me verify this transaction. So what we can do on PancakeSwap, what we should do on PancakeSwap is take that NFT and stake it on the platform for extra rewards. This APR, it says APR with farming. I'm not sure if you guys can read that or not. It says APR with farming. What that means is that I'm earning trading fees, but I'm also earning cake tokens as a result of having staked my NFT on the protocol. So let me just get that transaction record so I can update it with Koinly later on. So that was the swap. That was the liquidity provision. You can see here there was an ERC 721 NFT token or NF token, non-fungible token that was issued and sent to my wallet right there. So what I will do is go back to PancakeSwap, and now let's go to the Earn tab over here to Farms. Stake LP tokens to earn. So that non-fungible token, you could also call that a liquidity provider token. That's what it is on the concentrated liquidity platform. I don't know why this is taking so long. Go ahead and preload the search with ETH pairs. Yeah, you're gonna. Whoa. Okay, nice. We should see a nice influx of even more liquidity coming into StableSwap at that point. If you're going to be promoting StableSwap, we're working it into the lyrics or something. I'm not really sure. Halftime show, maybe. Apparently getting TV coverage. Let's go. Impressive, dude. I am very impressed. I hope you don't get too much stage fright, too many butterflies. Fuzzy Crypto in the chat. Thank you for being here, sir. I appreciate you each and every day staffing the Team Drip Guide Telegram chat. Yeah, and I like that. I'm sure other people like that as well. You are one of the founders of StableSwap, and you are fully doxxed out in the open, out in the public, on your YouTube channel, apparently on stages in the Philippines. So you're not, you're not hiding under a false identity or an anonymous, JPEG or something like that. You're right out there. And so that definitely adds an element of trust, definitely for me at least, on the StableSwap platform. Where'd we go here? Here's our ETH USDC. I don't know why it isn't recognizing my position. No positions found. Oh, because this is there it is. This is the lower fee tier. Here's the 0.05% fee tier. So, and see that the APR should be higher over here. Okay, combined APR, farm APR, and LP fee. Okay, so when they say the APR here is only 14%, what that means is if you provide the entire range of prices, right? So I chose a very narrow range. If I chose a wide range, if I chose the whole thing, 0 to infinity, with option when I was providing the liquidity, then my APR for the trading fees would only be 14%, which even there is still pretty dang good. And then you earn an additional 37% just for staking your LP token here on the platform. I, of course, am earning a lot better than 14% on trading fees because I have that tight range. And of course, I'm going to stake my NFT or my LP token and start earning me some cake. Why is that, sir? I don't know that particular joke. I am definitely not any kind of religious scholar, that's for sure. I'm a DeFi scholar. That's what I do. Cool. Okay, so we got our NFT, our LP token. We've got that staked. And we're earning trading fees because our price is in the range, or the price is in our range. Looks like we're almost getting 300%. So from the trading fees, 175%. The farm APR is 119%. So why is that? When we have a tighter range, PancakeSwap pays us better. So they're paying me cake tokens at a rate of 119% APR. Let's go. This is why Black Cube Finance and the Roam product is going to be so incredibly powerful. We're just going to be making money hand over fist. So, all right, guys, that is going to do it. I said I was going to do an airdrop. Let's do that. I already set up the giveaway tool. Even though we didn't reach 35 viewers, we did get more than 30 at one point. We got at least 30. Let's do hashtag side gig. And then when I do the giveaway, I will send you either some drip tokens or some USDT if you want some USDT on the ZK Sync network, I will give you that. I could give you some dogs tokens, some AFD tokens. Yeah. Your choice. So just if you're watching, if you're tuned in right now to the live stream, it is, whoa, I've been streaming a long time. 7:34 p.m. Eastern time. If you're watching the recorded version of this video later on, I really appreciate you. Thank you for watching the video. Unfortunately, you've missed the giveaway. So what you want to do is subscribe to the channel and turn on those notifications. That way, every time I go live, you're going to get a ding on your phone. And if you have time, you just show up. That's all I ask. Just show up for the live stream. And if we get enough viewers, I'm going to do a giveaway. So 20 bucks of crypto coming to whoever wins this. So if you're watching right now, one entry per person, hashtag side gig. That's kind of the theme. I like to, put the buzzwords in my YouTube titles: side gig, passive income. There's a reason I do that. It tends to get more clicks. And that's my mission. That's my whole goal here, is to get as many viewers as I can, helping people to understand this tremendous opportunity, these tremendous opportunities that we have in DeFi, whether it's stable swap, whether it's 290% APR on pancake swap, whether it's 140% APR on stable coins. What? There's all kinds of opportunity here. You can just take advantage of all these different opportunities. There's no reason you have to pick one. You can put a little capital into each one of these opportunities and earn some nice rewards while you wait for this whole transfer of wealth to happen. That's what it is. It's a gigantic transfer of wealth. Money is going to be moving out of these broken, debt-based fiat currency centralized systems and coming into the cryptocurrency world and these decentralized financial systems. That is happening. You can't, the cat is out of the bag. We already have institutional investors putting up Bitcoin ETFs and Ethereum ETFs coming soon. This is happening, and it's a tremendous transfer of wealth out of fiat and into crypto. So I, for one, want to have a position here and now as an early adopter, as an OG, so that I can benefit from this riding this massive wave. So definitely spend as much time and effort as you can afford to learn everything there is to this space. So we've got enough entries there. 29 viewers, 32 entries. That's overfilled. Ah, hey, I know that. I know that name. Congrats. I'm guessing you're G.I. Joe's son. Anyway, congrats, Joey. Let me know in the chat what you would prefer. So again, the choices are drip or dogs, or heck, I'll just send you $20 of USDT on the ZK Sync network. I talked about this last week. I highly suggest doing some activities on the ZK Sync, the new ZK Sync network. I talked about that in here, farming for airdrops. Eventually, ZK Sync will have a token, and that token will be airdropped to the folks like me that have been participating in the ecosystem, whether it's just doing a swap every couple of days, or more serious activity like me, providing liquidity on pancake swap on the ZK Sync network. So okay, drip for Joey, you got it. Yeah, I think drip is definitely going places. That's one of those, it's not, I guess you could call it a meme token, although it actually has real utility behind it. Not just a JPEG. Okay, Joey, there you go. So I will send you some drip. Let me switch over to the appropriate wallet. Let me copy your address. Ending in 7B. Just getting my Rabby password ready because I know Rabby is gonna make me enter my password to send tokens to this strange address. Now, what is Drip doing these days? 2.84 cents. That's a bargain in my opinion. So I'm going to send you 700 Drip. Joey? Where'd my thing go? Address ending in 7B. 700. Let me grab the password over here on the screen that you guys can't see. Dang it. Unlock the ledger once again. And send. Rabby gets its price data from the PancakeSwap exchange. That's why it showed less than $20. Yeah, Drip X is just going to be another utility for the Drip token. So let me talk about that for a second since you asked. Hom's house. Hey, you got it. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you showing up live for the live stream. So real quick on Drip X, it's going to be a new and different protocol that utilizes the wrapped Drip token. So what does wrapped Drip mean? Well, there's a smart contract that holds the Drip token and mints the wrapped Drip token. So every time somebody wraps their Drip, what that means is they're essentially sending those Drip tokens to the contract. By the way, whenever you send Drip tokens from one place to another, including this transaction, there's a 10% tax that goes to the vault. And hopefully this tax vault keeps building up and up and up. So when people wrap their Drip tokens, they pay a 10% tax. Once your Drip tokens are wrapped, you have the W Drip token. Now you can send that wrapped Drip all over the place and there's no tax. So the advantage of having a wrapped Drip token is without the tax, now you're able to more easily move the token around, like between contracts, between users' wallets, stuff like that. So there's a new protocol, for example, called Gas Station Games, and it's called Drip Station. That's from the developer G Money. It's a little bit of a kind of a gambling sort of a game, kind of like Drip Potluck, only it uses the wrapped Drip token. And there's another protocol that should be coming in the future called Drip Marble Run. It's a marble racing game. There's going to be Drip 21. There's going to be Drip Poker. There's going to be Drip X. There's already Kitchen Sink. So these new protocols in the future, they're probably going to utilize the wrapped Drip token rather than utilizing the OG Drip token, just to have less friction with the tax. So DripX is just going to be another protocol that utilizes the wrapped Drip token. I believe, I don't know too much about it, but I believe it's going to be very similar to the Titan X protocol. And I'm not an investor or a knowledgeable person at all with Titan X, but I've heard that it's done very, very well. And for my money, like, I'm just keeping a lot of Drip tokens in my wallet, and I'm hodling those tokens for future price appreciation. Again, like I talked about earlier with the Cube token, It's not guaranteed price appreciation, but it's a very good recipe for price appreciation when you have stable or increasing demand for the token on the numerator, and you have a shrinking supply on the denominator. Price is a function of supply and demand. If you have good demand for the token and a shrinking supply, that's going to make the price appreciate. It should. And that's what we're going to have. Once we stop minting and start filling up this tax vault more than people are doing claims from their old faucets, we should see deflation. We should see tokens constantly being removed from circulation and being locked into the tax vault forever. Eventually, tokens won't be coming back out of the vault because everybody will have finally finished their last claims from faucet, and yeah, this tax vault is just going to go up and up and up. Those tokens can't come back out. So you have a very rapidly shrinking supply. Essentially, you have a 9 or 10% deflation rate. Every time the token is sold, every time it's bought, every time it's transferred, that's a lot of tax. That's a lot of tokens that are going to the vault and shrinking the supply. So I'm very bullish on DRIP. And I'm just holding most of my drip. I have a very small bag of wrapped drip from that drip station game. And for the most part, yeah, I'm just hodling. Wrap drip for the win. Let's go. Oh, there's another protocol. It just reminded me. I think you're involved with that, Mike. It's called AI drip. So that's actually where wrapped drip was born, I believe. Yeah, it's very bullish. It'll take some, drip marble run. I did a video about that, and yeah, drip Plinko should be coming out. In fact, I believe it's going to be G Money. So Gas Station Games, I believe his next product is going to be, product number 2 on that protocol or that platform is going to be drip Plinko. Right now we have drip Station, which is the gas station game. We should be getting drip Plinko as well. Drip Poker. It's going to be freaking awesome. So just takes time. It'll just take time. And I think we're going to make out very well in drip. So anyway, that's almost an hour and 45 minutes at this point. I'm getting pretty tired. Thank you guys all for being here. I really appreciate it. I'll be back again on Wednesday at 4 p.m. Eastern. Until then, keep calm, stay hydrated, and subscribe, like the video, leave a comment, turn on notifications, and tune back in on Wednesday at 4 p.m. Eastern. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. Have a good night.